If you're interested in our web design internship, I'm going to introduce to you a few different things that we do in it. Each company handles web design a little bit differently, and I personally am a very strong advocate of WordPress. So our entire system is integrated with each other, and you can log in up here in the corner of all the sites. And if I'm actually a member of this site and I'm an admin on here, I get a new area here that says dashboard. 99% of my sites all run through WordPress, which is a really great template-based program for starting out. Now the reason we use WordPress, it not only is really nice and clean, but it's really great for beginners to learn how to use web design programming and not really feel like they have to get into the back end of code. And this is completely different than probably anything you've learned in school. So if you're in a web design program already, or you've read books on it, I really doubt that's going to help that much besides basic HTML. So I'm going to go into the back end of this dashboard of this site and show you what that looks like. And this is what you would get access to as an intern with us. So I'm going to hold down Control and click on this. It opens up in a new tab. And in doing that, that takes me into the back end, the WordPress section. And as you see, this is a website that has a lot of different videos on it, and you can actually click on just web design and it'll show you our most recent templates of the websites that we've been working on. As you see here, we have a TV channel we've made, we have an iPhone app for media, we have a Kickstarter campaign, we have a martial arts project, a corporate website, OpenDAR, that's a housing real estate website, and then a personal website of a fitness coach. So we're pretty dynamic. We keep most things in health and fitness, but we also do a lot of fashion and trendy things as well. Okay, so we're going to go into the dashboard that we clicked on earlier, and this is the back end. This looks like any WordPress site. So you can even go to wordpress.com, sign up for your own site, and you can kind of play around with their back end system and see if you like working with this. As you see, it says posts, pages, categories, and this is how we run this entire website. You'll learn how to use the pages over here, the posts over here, maybe change the appearance and add plugins, and it's really not intimidating. I'm going to go to one of the posts and show you. So back on the website, if you look at the Erikai one, we're going to click on that, and the whole purpose of this page is to show potential customers how much it might cost them to get a website from us and what our portfolio looks like. So you can see it has a photo here of the website, then the skills used, the client, the budget, how long it took, and then just some little bit of information on that site. So if we go back into the dashboard, we go over to the posts, and we can read all of these different posts. Now, since this isn't actually a post, it's in what we call the portfolio section. And how WordPress works, everything is pretty much a post. You can just give it different names. And in this particular theme, it's called a portfolio item. So we can go into portfolio items, then we're going to look for Erikai, which is right here, and click on it. And all the text that you see that's right here is actually all the text that's right here. The photo that you see in there is, haven't made this for a while, so I'm not sure where it is actually. Featured media, here we go. Add image to slideshow. So you click on that button, and you can see it's really easy. You can just drag and drop a photo straight from your computer in here, and boom, it pops up on the website. And that's what's right there. Then you see skills used, client, project URL. All of that information is over here on the side. You could just see it's forms that we filled out. So in your introduction to web design, in our entry to web design internship, this is pretty much what you cover. You'll learn how to make these WordPress websites. And I know I'm showing it to you and it looks pretty easy, but let me show you another one that I just started, and it's nowhere near as nice as this one. So let's go back to HardMagic and see how nice it is. It loads really nice. There's no buttons in the way. And you know, it just looks very professional. But if we go over to one of our new sites that our interns are putting together, you'll notice that there's still a lot of problems in it. This is one of our interns actually, and the photo doesn't fill out the whole part. These photos up here, they just get cut off halfway. I do like that it has the menu bar made up already, so that's nice. And then down underneath, this is just generic text. Read that, it doesn't make any sense. That's what we call lorem ipsum in the design world. And And then this stuff down here, it doesn't have really any relevance to this website. So there's a lot of work that needs done on here, but it's very easy work. If I'm going to change this section, and we don't want this to say new member and marketing intern, we actually want to go into the dashboard and notice a completely different website, yet it's ran the same way. We go into the dashboard and I'll find that one that said new marketing intern. So I'm going to go into the post. You can see the back end is identical, and I'm going to try to find the post that says the new marketing intern. There we go, new member and marketing intern. Okay, and I'm going to change that title to I guess I should make this grammatically correct. I think that's correct. And then instead of hello everybody, this is this. And then I'm going to choose update. So that's simple. You can go into another intern's project and you can help them out. And then if we go back to that website, there we see, buy an ad with us, buy an ad with our team. So that's the changes that I made and how quickly you can affect the main part of the website. So in the web design internship, we all get assigned different projects. On one site, you might get picked to be an editor. On another site, you might get picked to actually put posts up. A third one, you might be the graphic designer on it, making sure you pick posts that fit perfectly in there. And then if you want to get more advanced, then we start having you work with what are called shortcodes. And let me go to another site that has these on there that looks really nice. So on this website, it looks really nice. And if you see down here, this is actually just one post. And on this one post, let's go into the back end of it. Again, we go to the dashboard, and we can just skip the whole dashboard section, go straight to manage posts. Open that up in a new page. And then let's see what that's called. What can the Move Corporate do for you? That should be the title. Don't see here. Maybe this is what it's called. Oh, you know what? This is a page. So these are posts over here. You see all the posts. And let's go to pages. They're almost identical. The layout's really, really similar. And here we go. Okay, what can the Move do for you? So when you click on that, you notice that someone put a picture in here, and then they wrote a paragraph, and then they have these other paragraphs. And if you look at it in this section, it looks like it's all one big block of text. However, when you look at it on the page, it not only has this section, but it has that underneath with a button, that with a button, this with a button. And I really like how that looks. That looks very professional. So that's the difference between a basic web designer and a more advanced web designer. This web designer, which was me actually, put in what are called shortcodes. So this shortcode is called a 1/3. And with that 1/3, it takes anything that's in the 1/3 to the end of the 1/3, which is right here. It takes everything within there, let me highlight the whole thing, and puts it into a column that is 1/3 the width of the entire column. So you can also see we put another 1/3 in from here down to there. And then we also put the last 1/3 column into there. Now, you might not know what these shortcodes are, but that's where we have a shortcode database to kind of help you out and learn what those are. And so when you look back on there, instead of just one big long piece of text, you get the nice top part with a picture that's relevant to what it says, and then you get 3 separate columns here. Now, I know you're watching this video right now, and you might also be asking, well, how do I learn stuff? And how do I, get really good? And we have a lot of tutorials like this. It's usually me teaching. We have a whole video section. And if you go into the Move TV, this is a website that we run too. And you can go over to the web design section, click on WordPress, and you can see a lot of our tutorials in here. And you can just click on one and read it and watch it. And the nice thing about being in our internship is you get access straight to our top designers. So if you have a question and you say, I'm trying to make this link, but it's just not linking. I don't know how to do that. That's what we help with. Also, we look at all of your content and we give you ideas. And what I noticed our interns do is they might make this title, or you know what they might do? They'll take their text and they just want to write the perfect text. So they just keep writing and writing and writing and writing. And then when they save it and I go look at their page, let me refresh this now that I messed it all up. When I go read their page, it looks like this. We have 2 columns that are really closely aligned, and that 3rd column is just huge. And so in our internship, you're learning a lot about just what's aesthetically pleasing. You're learning a lot about just how to have things look very professional, how to put a drop shadow on the iPhone so that it just stands out more 3D, how to write in a way that's going to engage your audience and get them to buy your product, how to choose photos that are relevant to your topic, and also the search engine optimization behind all of that. So that is in our entry-level web design program, and it's really great for anybody that doesn't have any experience or somebody that's been taught through a corporate program or your typical university that teaches Dreamweaver and Front Page. We don't really touch those programs at all. We do everything here. You don't need any software. All you need is an internet connection and a will to learn.